Hello everybody, welcome back. Welcome back to Not Now, I'm Crafting. I just wanted to show you the journal. This is the flip through because I finished it. I finished it without you. I'm bored with this project. It's time to move on. So here it is in its glory, all finished. This is that jean cover we made. We painted with acrylic paints. I just found some stained old linen and I've sewn it on, or not sewn it on, I've glued it on. Glued it on to cover up my signatures because I just eyeballed those and that was kind of a disaster. So whatever, they're in there, they're holding nice and fast, so just cover up my mess and Bob's your uncle, Franny's your aunt. This little pocket that we embroidered together, and we made this little journaling card. Goes in there. There's lots of little quotes in this book. And because I made it for somebody who is probably not familiar with junk journaling, I made a few spots with instructions for them. So turn the page, pull me. So then they have to pull the tab. And remember, this journal was made from recycled junk, garbage. So this was a Kleenex box that we backed with some writing paper. In fact, all of these, see, all of these lift me. Another instruction. Everything here was garbage, pretty much. Little pieces of trim or pieces of paper. Another piece of the cardboard from a Kleenex box. This is a quote from a song that we used to sing at our family reunion sing-songs. Little scraps of fabric and lace. This is paper lace. A pom-pom paper clip that I found at the thrift store. And under there, just one of the masterboard cards I'd made out of scraps. Oh, and then there's this quote. This was a pocket we made together out of a pharmacy prescription bag. Another quote. And this is a packaging that we just glued it to. This was a little random button I had in my stash. And then on the other side of the card, just a little cluster. Once you slide it in, kind of looks pretty there. This was a magazine image and some painty papers we did. A little bit of lace on the pocket. Just an image I found somewhere, glued it down to some cardboard. This is a magazine image, and we put her on another piece of Kleenex box, I believe. Backed it with some pretty paper. This is painty paper we made. Some more of that same scrapbook paper on some sort of cardboard from some sort of box. This was an image from a book about painting, and we painted that paper. Now this page is interesting. I fiddled with this for a little while, but I made a belly band. You can see the belly band here. It goes across this page that we had put fabric on, and inside the belly band I just put a bunch of random papers together, tied them in, and the person who gets this journal can use those little papers throughout the journal. This was a magazine image and just some handmade paper that we sewed down on our painty page. some of that painty paper, and another magazine image that I thought was just so pretty and colorful. And that's another pharmacy pocket. So we just had a little card we made with a tab. And I also just threw in some more, that's a Kleenex box as well, and just a piece of writing paper. It's good to have lots of spots for writing. And look how big that pocket is. You can put a lot of stuff in there. Another magazine image. This was one of the first things we did, was this linen pocket, and we stamped the word wildflower. And this was just an envelope, some kind of a bill or something. Just found that tag in my stash. And this is Kleenex box again. I just stamped a little heart image up there. That just lives in that pocket. There's some lace that we had glued onto the pocket with some fabric. Here we made our page hugger, and it just wraps around the page. Fits on like that. And inside we had a little page from a book that I found, and I thought it was really sweet. So that can go in there. And we just added a dragonfly cluster on top of a piece of calendar to make our hugger. And here's the other side. I stamped an image on the envelope, and we put in home, sweet, and right here it says home, magazine image. And inside this pocket is some more writing space. And we just added this little cardboard tab so that the person who gets the journal realizes there's something in there, because it's kind of hidden. And then I was just playing around with some more images that I found. I thought these were really, really pretty. They're just backed onto brown paper. And this says style. That's from a magazine. These are magazine images. We glued it onto painty paper. And here, this little collage says, what's inside matters most. I thought that kind of went well with these images. Beautiful lady and her fancy shoes. And then when you flip the page, we just have tucked into these side pockets here, corner pockets, I just tucked in some more handmade paper and brown craft paper that can be used anywhere in the journal, anywhere you want to write stuff. You can cut it up, glue it down, do whatever you like with it. And over here we have our double pocket. We had drawn with black Sharpie around different colored magazine pages and cut out flowers and glued them on a little business envelope. And this was just one of the many tuck cards I'd made collaging magazine images when I was injured and I couldn't walk, couldn't move. So I glued lots and lots of stuff down on just envelopes. And this we covered with jean, another piece of cardboard from a cereal box or something. Put a topper on it and sewed down some writing paper on the back. And that lives in there. So it's a double pocket because there's the inside of the envelope and then this tucked in behind. Here's a butterfly we drew, and I learned how to do those butterflies from Lynn at A Bit of Birdsong, and she just took two pens together and kind of free-handed her butterflies. And I just taped that down on another business envelope and surrounded it with assorted washi just to hold everything down nice. And here we made a big card, journaling card, Follow Your Bliss. This is just all collage magazine images again. painty paper, little piece of ribbon stapled on, and these are actually some sweet little flowers I had grown in my garden this year. So we tape those down. Whoa, uh-oh, I poked something. Uh-oh, disaster, disaster, 911. Those live on there because you can see them through the back of the business envelope. And there's another quote. And then over here, another pharmacy package with a little flip up. And inside we just have a little magazine image that we have glued down onto some cardstock. And this is a fabric ruffle made of this fabric, which I glued down on the other side of the card. I just love using fabric in my journals. It just adds a whole bunch of texture. This is very textural. It's got lots of nice fabric on there. That's actually very soft and fuzzy. And back here, another quote. And this is just a little sticker. Actually, it was a picture from a vintage book that I had rescued, and I just fussy cut it, glued it down. This is actually a piece of linen that I saved from the thrift store, and I sewed that down onto some orangey yellow fabric to make a pocket. And this is just a card, journaling card, that I glued some, nice textural embroidery on. And of course I finished off my journal with my handmade sticker. It says my initials and the year I made the journal. And that's it. That's the end. So that was our little Junky Junk Journal, which I think turned out actually very, very pretty. And at first, as I'm making it, I'm thinking, I don't think it's this person's style. I have a person in mind I'm making it for. But I'm going to send it to her anyway. And, she likes it, she likes it. If she doesn't, she can pass it along to someone else or do whatever she wants with it. So there you go. That's our little Junky Junk Journal, made all out of Kleenex boxes and paper bags and other random things, a whole pile of things that started out looking like this. And we just made into a beautiful journal. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you liked following along as I made it, and I thank you very much for watching. Okay, take care. Bye for now.